We're technically the Garden State, but we really should be called the Deli State.
What is going on, you beautiful ladies and gentlemen?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we have something very, very exciting for you.
Big.
These are probably two of my favorite foods. Both come in sandwich form, but we have the Jewish Deli over here and we have the Italian Deli over here. We're going to tell you guys what we think the staples are. The Jewish Deli is called Gourmet's Deli over in Berkeley Heights. Mm-hmm. The Italian Deli is called Biagio's in Sterling. Both probably, Biagio's is 5 minutes from my house. Gourmet's Deli is 10 minutes from my house. I consider myself spoiled with how good these places are. They're both under the radar, surprisingly, I feel like.
They're absolutely freaking delicious. I have a question for you. Would you consider yourself a sandwich connoisseur?
Sandwiches are by far my number one food in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost cheap to say if I could have one thing for the rest of my life, it'd be sandwiches, because you have anything's a sandwich pretty much.
Right,
and it's
right.
all delicious. But Jewish Deli and Italian Deli are next level. We're gonna have a little bit of a debate, I guess, between Jewish Deli and Italian Deli. I know there's probably camps on both sides that are advocates on the Italian Deli side versus the Jewish Deli side. I love them both, but side by side from both amazing places, I'm excited to see which one I actually prefer better. Okay, first, this might be the biggest controversy of them all. I said that the essential sandwich to get at Italian Deli actually is not the Italian sandwich that is traditionally ham, salami, provolone. I'm saying the traditional sandwich is chicken cutlet, mozzarella, roasted peppers, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. What do you think about that, Danny?
I would argue that, maybe throw some prosciutto on there, get the spinach out of there. Who needs spinach? We're getting down and dirty. We don't need it. But at the end of the day, chicken cutlet, mozzarella, and peppers, that's a true, I think, Italian deli sandwich.
Yeah. But before we take a bite, should we show the good people
what
we're getting
from?
Right now, I know, my mouth is salivating right now.
I have a gallon of water in my mouth right now. And Goodman's is as good as it gets for Jewish Deli right here. I mean, that's juicy. Dude.
Pastrami and mustard. Keep it simple. Keep it classy.
And then
I don't even know if that's classy. I mean,
it's just a fastball heater. Pastrami, mustard on rye.
Then we got some other goodies just to show you, just to highlight what else you can get. The
Jewish Deli.
That's the latkes right there. To be honest, I don't really know the difference between a latke and a knish. I think a latke it's definitely crispier.
Yeah, I mean I'm just gonna break into this here right now. I mean, dude, it's breaded nicely, dude. It's kind of like a souffle almost. I've never experienced anything like.
There's two. One's fried and one's baked. I guess
it is delicious.
I think this is a fried one. Danny botched it. I think traditionally you're supposed to have some mustard on the side with it. That would have been extra delicious, but what are you gonna do? The guy's not too.
I'm cultured, dude. When you get a latke,
I think I'm going with the fried one.
This one,
yeah.
No way, dude. I'm going baked all day.
And what do you think about this pepperoni bread? I said, hey, can I get a slice of that pepperoni bread? She said, it only comes in loaves. I'm like, come on, you're making me throw $15 on this right now.
I'll also say, latkes, delicious. I would go sour cream over applesauce.
I thought applesauce did a lot.
While I'm talking about this, Brian's just absolutely butchering.
I broke into the
pepperoni.
I wanted to
split that in half. No? Oh, you want to show it off?
Look at this pepperoni bread. Pepperoni, mozzarella. Usually, I would say you need like some marinara sauce to dip it in, but it's really delicious.
You're saying it can stand on its own. Are you gonna bite it or no?
Should I?
I mean, what do you get it for if you're not gonna bite it? I'm really into pepperoni right now, so
I hope the camera didn't catch me do that because I just shoved like half that piece into my mouth. So
pepperoni bread is something that I've never had a bad pepperoni bread. Dude, my taste buds are exploding right now.
Latkes, the knish versus pepperoni bread. How do you?
Well, I would say the baked knish is my favorite by far
over the pepperoni bread.
Of the Jewish specialties, I don't know, like a donut, souffle-ish.
Biagio's, the owner of Biagio, comes straight from Italy. The guys knows how to bake bread better than anyone else, I think. Makes the best sandwiches. Has a whole entire restaurant there. That's a very authentic, great place. Same thing with Goodman's. You walk in there, you feel like you're transported back into 1940.
Yep. Opened in 1940s. I don't know much about them. They're a little standoffish, but that's how you want it at the Jewish Deli. You want in and out, just high end.
When you go to a Goodman,
raised.
when you go to a Jewish Deli, you want it to feel like you're going back in time.
Right.
That's it. Should I take a bite of this?
What are we here for?
Crispy cutlet.
Firstly,
Amazing bread.
don't
Has some good sweetness to it.
let us know in the comment section. I'm not a big balsamic guy. Are you a big balsamic guy? I'm not a big balsamic guy. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's a little too sweet. I like my savory stuff savory. My sweet stuff's sweet.
The saltiness from the cutlet, from the cheese, mixed in with the sweetness from the roasted peppers and the balsamic. Something else.
Brian's in heaven right now.
I get this sandwich every Friday.
Do you?
This is how it is. Friday, I either get the sandwich because I had a good week and I want to reward myself, or I had a bad week and I want to just have all of my fears. Like I have all of my all of my upset. Like if I'm upset, if I'm frustrated, bury it all into that sandwich and it goes away. So,
Right.
what do you think about that? You have anything like that?
I have food in general. I just eat myself into a coma on Friday, whether it's celebratory because I ate well, I did well, and I just eat myself into a coma to celebrate, or I had a terrible week and I eat myself into a coma just to wash everything, forget about all of my troubles. So food's a magical thing like that.
Both of these sandwiches are hard to get your mouth around, which is what you want.
That's the first check. Biagio makes some of the best bread in the state. I put them up against anyone. This is just classic rye. I mean, you see that midair?
Something so simple shouldn't taste so good.
I'm going to put Goodman's Deli out there with the best Jewish deli in the country. Goodman's is that good, dude. I didn't think I was going to say this going into it. But, Jersey is such a big deli state. I mean, we're technically the Garden State, but we really should be called the Deli State. And I'm an Italian. If my go-to is an Italian deli, there's like 5 within a 5-mile radius. But dude, I gotta say, this pastrami sandwich, just pastrami and mustard on rye bread, is hitting next level, dude. I mean, would you disagree? I'm gonna say this pastrami sandwich is a 9.3. Like, it's next level. You gotta check this out. It's right. Brian's eyeing it up. Brian eats this sandwich every week. It's how he writes it off.
For some reason, like, even though it's so simple, it's like indulgent too.
It's indulgent. It has so much flavor.
I'm still gonna be going to Biagio's every Friday. Like, it seems like something you could go eat every week. Like, it's not like that's like a special occasion sandwich. But
it's pastrami and mustard on rye. I mean, he's saying special. I'm saying it's best of the best, dude.
You're hard pressed to find a sandwich that tastes better than the pastrami on rye from Goodman's Deli,
right? Biagio's up there with some great delis. This pastrami on rye though is next level, dude. Aiden, can you get in here and be the tiebreaker? You don't dude. It's just pastrami and mustard on rye.
Let me get a pickle too. I feel like
There's something special about the mustard, I feel.
I love mustard.
It really pulls it together like nothing else.
Dude, you take a bite out of this.
And mustard's such an underrated condiment, dude. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous. It is freaking ridiculous how good mustard is.
Like you were saying, it's so simple. It's like your Jewish grandmother just put this together and made homemade mustard, put it on there, but it's so good at the same time.
It's so goddamn good, dude. What are you saying right now?
Honestly, I'm saying, I don't know. It's so tough because Biagio's is the place I'm going to once a week, and like you bite into that sandwich here, and you're like, that's amazing, but I'm not replacing it with Biagio's. Like I'm not replacing it with the Italian
Right.
deli sandwich. Like Jewish delis are like I go there once a month. I love the vibes. I am in love with the sandwich, but I just have it for me once a month.
But that's a
Almost
you
like-
problem.
You think so?
Yes.
You think people go to? You think people eat
That's
pastrami
absolutely
sandwiches
you
once?
problem, dude.
You think people eat pastrami sandwiches once a week?
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I don't know. I feel like this is just more of a meal. You have a bunch of things in there, and I think like the fact that I'm eating this and it's just so simple. Every ingredient in there is it's like you're not messing things up. That's a 9.3.
I am
This might
such
be
a
this
fat
might be
bastard,
this
dude.
might be a 9.1.
So you went over on the Jewish sandwich. The Italian kid from the Jersey suburbs going over on the Jewish sandwich.
I'm also.
I mean,
Jewish.
this is crazy.
I'm also Jewish.
2%. Still counts though.
I got confirmed. I guess I'm technically a Catholic, but in my heritage, somewhere along the lines, there's some Jewish in my family, and I'm proud of it because of that sandwich.
That sandwich can go toe to toe with any Jewish deli in the country.
I feel like I haven't been. You've been to Katz recently. Katz in New York. I'm sure if you're watching this video, if you're interested in Jewish delis, you probably know about Katz, even if you live in a land far, far away. Somehow Katz has gotten through the weeds and you've heard about it. I haven't been there in a while. Have you? You've been there recently.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that like the sandwich is like maybe 3 times as big as that one, they just make it absolutely enormous. Is the quality any better?
I honestly, I enjoyed Katz at like, midnight last time I was there. That's typically when I find myself at Katz. I don't know if that's just me.
Or also there's a 3-hour line most of the time if you go.
There's a 3-hour line.
If you go in the middle of the day. You could probably come back from the city,
Yeah.
go to Goodman's Deli, and go back to the city quicker than standing in that Katz Deli.
And I would say it's worth it, dude. Check it out. I don't know what it is. The rye bread seemed really fresh. It was really soft. It brought some extra depth and flavor to the sandwich. The mustard.
Danny's been focusing on the Jewish deli sandwich. What's your take on the Italian deli sandwich?
I hear
Quality
you.
chicken cutlet,
I hear you.
quality everything, wrapped up into just phenomenal bread.
Listen, I'm not a big balsamic guy, so I don't know if that's throwing the sandwich off for me. But I'm not a balsamic guy, so I would have not included that in this sandwich. It's really an unfair thing to Biagio's because I do love Biagio's. I do think you could travel the world, you'd have trouble finding an Italian sandwich better than the sandwiches they make there. And the bread they make is excellent. It's truly excellent. But I do think it's not even on the same par. The 2 sandwiches I have in front of me, it's not even on the same playing field. But again, I don't like balsamic. I don't know.
All right, guys. Pleasure speaking to you guys. I want to know if you think we made the right choice about the Italian deli sandwich. Did we choose the correct staple of the Italian deli? Also, I mean, you can't really deny that pastrami is the staple.
Maybe a Reuben.
Let us know. Fried versus baked, knish, latke, applesauce for sour cream.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in here, and I want to know everything. What did we do right? What did we do wrong? Grill us on the comments. I want to know. I want to become better. So I'm gonna take a quick walk around this park.
Beautiful park.
I feel like I'm gonna have to walk off. Probably ate 3,000 calories just in this meal. I'm not upset about it.
I'm upset. My day's ruined. I fucked it all up. I'm really, really upset.
Instant gratification, though. Take it any day of the week.
No
Thanks,
doubt.
guys. Have a great day.
What is going on, you beautiful ladies and gentlemen?
Breakfast in under